Hi, welcome to Swedish Dharma Tarot. My name's Christina Maria Leifsdotter, and I'm here sitting on Maria Giovanna's beautiful patio in Marsala, Sicily. And I'm here to do a reading for Savvy Sag. Nothing fell out in the pre-shuffle. I just had a broken, what do you call it, sanding? Yeah, the battery died. All my fault. I should have those kinds of things under control, but I didn't. But I finished most of the reading. It was for Scorpio, so I just missed the last bit of an oracle card. So nothing has fallen out so far nothing has fallen out in the tarot cards, but in the oracle cards, in the path of the soul, you got the same as Scorpio, nurturing universe. And in the yogic path, you got Aina, the third eye chakra. And I'd like to tell you as well, just like I did for Scorpio, because these are general readings and might not resonate at all, or it might resonate a little bit in parts, bits and pieces. It's a good idea to check out what is your ascendant or rising sign. That's what the Americans will say. What's your rising sign? And where is your moon? Which sign is your moon in? Because that tells you a lot about how you function emotionally, and it means you can check out the reading for that. So my ascendant is Libra, for example. So I can check out Libra's reading, not just Cancer. I always check out Leo's because I have 3 planets in Leo. And I have my moon in Aquarius. So sometimes watching the readings for Aquarius gives a lot. Good. Good, what good. So that's a tip for you. And a good place to see your chart is astro.com. So if you know your date, of course, but even your time and place of birth, then you can check it out. And it's quite interesting. It'll tell you a lot if you start to look closer at your planets. So let's have a look at your reading now then, Sag. Okay, so here we go. If you'd like to have a private reading with me, it's totally doable. You're tired. You need to rest. That's the first thing I see here. Anyway, if you'd like a private reading with me, get in contact either on Messenger or on my email, depending on where you're watching this, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. And we'll decide on a day and a time, and you ask the questions. We can look at your relationships, love life or other relationships if you're finding something difficult. We can look at your career or work, even maybe you have a business. We can look at previous lives, and if you have somebody that's passed to spirit that you would like to make contact with, that's totally doable too. You decide. What do we have here, Sag? We have 2 Sagittarians. We have a Queen of Staves. So, the Queen of Staves. I wonder if you've been in the process of moving house and that's why you're tired. Yes, I think that's been the case. Something's gone quite wrong in that move as well. I don't know if it has to do with money, perhaps. If you've been unnecessarily billed, but it will work itself out. Apart from that, you're moving into a balanced Sagittarius, balanced emotionally and physically. So things are good, but I think that move was probably away from your family. I see kids here that have gone with you, but I don't think it's from I think you've moved away from your hometown. Many of you have, anyway. I also see a relationship here with who? With a younger man. A younger man in an air sign. And yeah, he's the man in your life. The air signs are Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So they're very charming, very flirtatious, very smart. And Sagittarians and air signs usually get along really, really well because both like action and yeah, things happen, and traveling and intellectual stimulation in the form of interesting conversations and maybe even travel. So this guy suits you really, really well. I talk about Queen of Spades and a young Prince of Swords who's an air sign, but it can easily be reversed. Okay, so the evening wings are getting going. They're quite nice. A bit stressful if I lose the table of cards. Yeah, so it can it's energy, not necessarily gender. And we also have a younger man here in Sagittarius, or a younger woman if you prefer. So a Prince of States who is really working hard at mastering his energy work. Yeah, the Magician comes up here. Now the Magician, I find it hard. I can't work mirror reversed. The Magician is an energy worker. So it's easy to describe, and oh man, off they go. An energy worker, a person who can walk into a room where the atmosphere is a bit dull and low. After a few minutes, after you've been there, Sag, it starts to bubble. So you have this great way of affecting people with your energy, and it's quite contagious. But at the moment, that's costing you a lot of energy. So maybe you've directed your energies too much outwards, and maybe you should contain it a little bit. That could have to do with Mercury retrograde too, because they say, those who know, that when Mercury is retrograde, it is a time for introspection. We should be going within, not expanding outwards. So you have a lot to gain by taking it easy in the next week. I think it starts going, Mercury changes course around on the 22nd. Oh, on the 23rd, I'm announcing the winner of my competition. You have to answer the question, who is the most important person in your life and why? And the winner will be drawn on the 23rd because it's the day after Mercury has started going all right again. I can't tell you how many things have gone all right for me in the last couple of weeks. It's insane. Just insane. And I get scared because, I guess I generate some of it myself just by being scared. But yesterday the cameras didn't work when I wanted to work. And for the third time in 2 weeks, I had to call support for help. So, yeah, full on. Anyway, we're alive. I'm alive. I'm happy. I have the most fabulous place to stay at. And I'm very content. Let's have a look at the Oracle cards. Path of the Soul. Nurturing Universe. Right, that even Scorpio got. And this card says, this card encompasses all aspects of being divinely nurtured and supported. It calls to allow the full flow of loving energy within you, to nurture and support you. This spiraling, healing energy is available to you at all times. It surrounds you and embraces you. You're never alone on your journey. You're always supported and cared for. This nurturing feminine energy calls you to her arms. Rest with her for a while. Let her soothe your heart, heal your wounds, and guide you gently and lovingly onto your path. They're all flying off the table here. Wasn't that beautiful? It's a nice feeling knowing that you really are protected. And I think you are very much protected because you're very much needed. So you're very much of a healer, those of you who those Sagittarians of you who watch this video. You have a lot of work to do, but you need to be careful of nurturing yourself as well. Not just putting the energy out there, making sure to retain your energy for yourself when you need it, and recharging your energy when you need it. Here comes the third eye chakra from the yogic path. Aina, you've been using your sixth sense recently, your intuitive powerhouse, the third eye, and it's guiding you in the right direction. Your third eye sees far beyond your two eyes and the limitations of your mind, which can only dream up what is known. Your intuition speaks to you in whispers, in visions, in feelings. Find the language of your third eye and continue to follow its hunches as you have been. Sorry. The more you become aware of it, the easier this dialogue becomes. Your third eye is taking you on the very journey that your soul was put on this planet to fulfill. You came here to live, love, and learn. As long as you continue viewing the world from your third eye, you will surpass all limitations and find yourself limitless. Trust your intuition and keep moving forward. The path will continue to illuminate as you take the steps. Beautiful. Thank you very much. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're watching on YouTube, maybe consider subscribing. I forgot to say you can ask a question. So you can do that anyway, and I'll do my best to answer it if you write it in the whatever it is, description box on YouTube or here on StreamYard. It's too late for StreamYard, but you can ask in Facebook. Thank you very much for watching. Love and light.